5 to the 4 to the 3 to the 1. It's Capital Sage. And now that we're on the same page, my name is spelled with an O because I like to talk about money. Back to Sage's vitamins for this week. Let's get it. Call me Queen Aunt Isha. Anyway, God made me. How could I be a flunky? Hashtag nice people deserve respect. Hashtag ask Capital Sage. Let's get it. This week's topic is, where would the world be if people weren't dumb just because they can? Short disclaimer, this Sage's vitamin is for people who have some type of emotional maturity. It's not for people who hurt people just because they're hurting and they're annoying on purpose and things like that nature. It's for people with a little bit of emotional maturity so that we could get somewhere. You feel me? With Capital Sage. So the topic once again, where would the world be if people were not dumb just because they can? Let me explain. If people didn't only do what other people allowed them to get away with. What I'm getting at is forethought. If people use forethought, where would the world be? Proactive versus reactive, instead of reactive versus proactive. Dumb versus smart. So if people didn't only do what it takes to keep the dick out your ass. If people buck the system that was in place before tacos were made, when people were just boiling bark off of trees and no seasoning whatsoever, throwing worms in the bucket with the bark and just eating it with their hands. Before tacos were made, there was a system of all we need is this tree bark. And then somebody said, let's make tacos. That is what I mean by buck the system. Before you pansies pee on yourself. No, I'm not talking about the government. I know you pansies was finna pee on yourselves. Let me reiterate. I am not talking about the government. The government is fine. Pansies, stop peeing. When I say buck the system, I mean buck the confines of the collective mind, because sometimes the collective mind is okay with eating tree bark when there's tacos to be made. Do you feel me? It's Capital Sage. I mean buck the confines of the collective mind by this. Imagining something unique and bringing it to the table. Wow. Like show and tell. When we were in school, you remember you brought your truck and then one person brought a dog that had to sit in the class all day and then somebody brought their daddy. Show and tell. Imagine if everybody imagined something unique and made it and brought it to fruition, which is our reality. Do you know how much fun we will be having? Can you imagine what type of fun we will be having? Now, you know I'm an optimist, so I'm not going to talk about the fucked up shit that people might make. That's totally ridiculous, but to be honest, that shit is happening now with Capital Sage. So, I wanted to talk this week and implore you to buck the system by imagining something unique and bringing it to the table, to the function that we call life, so we can make this shit pop again. I'm a Leo. We like to have fun. Let's make this shit pop again. So basically, if I brought my idea to life, you brought your idea to life, and we brought it to the function of life, I think things would be a lot better rather than the world being dumb just because it can. With Capital Sage, that's really all I had to say. And now that we're on the same page, it's spelled with an O like you're talking about money. Hashtag God made me. How could I be a flunky? Hashtag nice people deserve respect. Hashtag ask Capital Sage. Having said that, hit the cash out. Have a good one.